Who would have thought that behind the spotlights and the constant barrage of cameras that constantly focused on their every move, there was a small moment that could shake the hearts of millions. That night, the atmosphere felt ordinary. The performance had ended, the audience's applause was still resounding, and the artists were starting to slow down. However, something unexpected was captured, even though the cameras should have been out of focus. Wang Yibo, with his trademark cool expression, appeared to be walking casually backstage. There was no sign of anything special. Xiao Zhan, on the other hand, was still busy smiling at the audience, as if holding back the lingering warmth of the cheers. These two figures were used to being the center of attention. But that night, there was something different. Something so subtle, almost imperceptible, yet so profound. When Xiao Zhan turned his head, his gaze accidentally met Yibo's. It was only a split second, but enough to make time seem to stop. Yibo, who usually rarely showed his emotions, suddenly extended his hand. It wasn't a formal handshake, nor was it just a light pat on the shoulder. The gesture was simple, a brief touch on Xiao Zhan's arm as if to say, "I'm here." Xiao Zhan paused for a split second. His smile, previously reserved for the audience, slowly faded. There was a different glint in his eyes, not the professional glare of a star, but the gentle light of a friend whose heart was touched without words. The camera that accidentally captured the moment seemed to bear witness to an unspoken language between them. To some, it might have been just another gesture. But to fans who had followed their journey for so long, it was proof of the depth of their bond. A bond that transcended on-screen collaboration, beyond fan service, beyond all the speculation swirling online. It was pure caring. Amidst the often violent world of entertainment, there's rarely room for such tenderness. But Yibo, in his mysterious way, chose to express his feelings through a small gesture. Xiao Zhan, who received the touch, couldn't hide his sincere expression. Something broke inside him, not sadness, but a feeling of being appreciated, a feeling of being understood. The audience, recognizing the moment, immediately went wild. The short clip went viral on social media, sparking a flood of emotional comments. Many wrote that they felt a warm feeling just by watching it. Some said they were moved to tears, while others felt as if they were there, witnessing such a genuine friendship. The camera may have been accidentally filming, but what was captured was no accident. It was as if the universe was intent on showing that human bonds can be forged in the simplest of ways. A look, a touch, and a faint smile can speak far more than long words. Xiao Zhan, his face suddenly soft, looked as if he was trying to hold something back. He maintained a professional demeanor, but the flash of emotion couldn't be hidden. The small smile that followed, a faint, almost faint one, led fans to believe he was truly touched. Meanwhile, Yibo said nothing. He simply continued walking as if nothing had happened. But that's precisely what made the moment even more powerful. No confession, no clarification, no drama, just a sincere act allowed to speak for itself. This moment served as a reminder that behind the glamorous image of an artist, they are still human beings capable of caring for one another, strengthening one another. The world may see them as idols with busy schedules and perfect faces, but ultimately, their hearts are as fragile and tender as the rest of us. What made it so touching was that Yibo wasn't the type to easily show affection. Precisely because it was rare each time he did, it felt so precious. Xiao Zhan, who was used to keeping his feelings private, this time seemed unable to prevent that sincerity from entering his heart. And that's where the real magic happened. There was no grand stage, no sweet words, just silence amidst the fading cheers. Yet, from that silence, a memory was born that will live on in the hearts of fans. Over time, many moments may be forgotten. But this one small gesture has left an indelible mark. He was proof that a true bond doesn't require much explanation. Just a pair of eyes meeting, just a brief touch, and the world understood. And for those who witnessed it, the moment wasn't just entertainment. It was a reminder that acts of kindness, no matter how small, can touch the deepest part of a person's heart. Just like that night, when Wang Yibo gave Xiao Zhan an unexpected gesture, and the entire world shared in the unforgettable, simple magic.